Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back. Week 15, NFL. Here we go. We got Michael and Alina, Bobby Schmerda back in town. What's
I'm,
going on, boys?
I'm floating above water, just barely.
Rowdy. Yeah, Olena's the only positive one. We switched spots. I was the only positive one in first place. He's now the only positive one in first place. Nagy, man, got to applaud you a little bit. You've been the joke of the show for all year. In the past two, you've been positive for 2 weeks in a row.
Yes, very minimally, but it's a lot better than losing 10 to 12 units a week. I do have to say that.
Just think if you did what you're doing now at the whole. I mean, even if it's 1 unit a week, you'd be in first place.
Very true. Well, since we're on that real quick, yeah, Michael, Alina both swapped. So Michael's 10 in the hole. Alina is barely positive, but the only one positive. So can't really be
Up
too with that.
53 units across the two shows, which is crazy.
Brett almost went perfectly even. He dropped 0.1 units, dropping him to negative 46 units on the season. And I had a plus 5.8 week, 5.8 units week. Alino won with a plus 10.8 week. So he took down the win column for the week. And I'm currently sitting, in case anybody cares, minus 60.35. So it was minus 69 something about 2 weeks ago. So I'm calling my way back, not trying to be 50 burger Nagy anymore, but still got a little work to do.
That would be huge if you got below the 50 burger.
It would be very massive. I'll probably have to do a punishment worse than burgers and wings combined.
If you get to the hundo.
Hell no. I won't let that happen.
All right. That's funny.
Brett went minus what?
0.1.
How did he add another do or die or something?
He added the Cardinals
3.5.
Oh,
So,
he added the Cardinals.
But it was I should have just anytime you guys anytime you guys add a pick, I should just go on the account and like retweet it right away instead of just like, leaving it in the mention so everyone has a chance to see it.
So yeah, like he actually. Yeah, he lost. So his two do or dies, he was even. He lost a 1 unit play on a 2-team parlay. And then he won the Titans and Chiefs over and lost. Yeah, so he was literally as even as it could be. But good thing he added a do or die because he put 10 fucking units on the
Patriots. Yeah, he's done that before this year, and then it just like double bucks him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when you're that far in the hole, it's like.
But he did that the first.
Might as well throw shit at the wall and hope it sticks.
He did that the first time when he was only down like 10 or 12 units on the season, and then it was just all downhill from there.
Yeah.
Now he's kind of stagnant, kind of like I did 2 weeks ago.
So. Yeah, for sure. But fucking Nagy, this is probably the first time all year where me and Alina are sitting here. Both our teams are coming off losses, and your team's coming off a win.
That has to be because the Steelers won.
Did lose. Yeah, that's definitely true. That's factual.
I mean, it was the Texans who were without Will Fuller and Brandon Cooks.
Yes, but that was like a perfect Bears fuck up lose game though. Like that was like a perfect scenario for like all the Bears fans to be like, yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't beat the shit out of this team. They are trying to lose. And then the Bears go out and Deshaun Watson throws for like 500 yards and everyone's like, see, this is why Deshaun Watson's better than Mitch. So like I was like shocked to honestly see the Bears beat the shit out of him. Like after the first quarter, there was like no doubt that they were going to win in my opinion. But like I was shocked to see them just continuing to beat down on Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I mean, that was their best 4 quarters of football, no?
But that was, I mean, that was necessary if Mitch had never like taken out of the starter spot. I don't think they run it up like that, but you got to keep like pressing Mitch right back into the offense to get his form back up.
I think the Bears would have beaten like the Vikings and stuff if Mitch plays, but I think they would have lost to the Buccaneers. I think they might have like one game flip flop. Like I don't think they should. What are they right now? 6 and 7?
6 and 7, yeah.
They should realistically probably be 7 and 6. 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 7 and
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get into that a little
Oh yeah,
bit.
you have a okay. So you'll go third. I'll go first. The fucking Steelers, dude. They're so just frustrating because I mean, even at 11-0, you're like this team, like the Chiefs are better than them. The only fucking and now like you're starting to see the defensive injuries pile up. Like Bud Dupree out, like all these guys are out, and Joe Hayden didn't play Sunday night. Um, but like at some point, dude, Big Ben's either got to make throws or there's teams going to get beat in the first round of the playoffs. And these past 2 years have shown that like if we just had a fucking okay quarterback, this team could be so good. And Big Ben is so like he's okay, I guess a little above okay, because like Big Ben just can't throw it deep anymore. So it takes away like all the receivers are just speed guys. So it takes away literally 70% of the routes that they run because he can't get it to them. But that pick six before the first half, I think that really, I mean, I think the Steelers may lose, but it's definitely close if he doesn't throw that pick six. But
Yeah, sketchy how they're trending
down
in December. Yeah.
just tear the worst possible fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I really have on the Steelers, man. It was kind of just a joke to watch that second half.
Yeah, that was definitely underwhelming of a game. I thought it was going to be
way better.
Yeah, way better. But I mean, speaking of underwhelming second halves, like holy fuck, the Raiders just. I mean, I've been so accustomed to the Raiders sucking, and like the one year they went 12-4 and didn't even win the division, but then went on the road and played like Brian Hoyer and the Texans or whoever the fuck the quarterback was and got shit on. I mean, I never get my hopes up until like there's virtually no way they can fuck it up, and they found another way to fuck it up. Almost losing to the goddamn Jets. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like the Jets literally threw that game. I think like there should be like a documentary on that. Like that was insane.
Literally, if they would have played any other NFL team, the Raiders lose that game, no doubt.
Like,
and
what?
I'm saying like the Jets are horrible, but like just put any other NFL team on that last drive and the Raiders lose that game.
Yep. That is
so, like,
factual.
I mean, just like my team, your team's trending. I mean, your team might not make the playoffs now, but your team's trending very far.
Yeah, and it was looking. I know like losses. I hate when. Generally, I hate when people like have positives from losses, but I mean, it's tough to not have a good like a positive when you lose on literally like the last minute drive against the Chiefs, and then you just since then you get shit on by the fucking Falcons, pretty much lose to the Jets, and then get embarrassed by the Colts. I mean, they have like the Dolphins and somebody else left where it's like
it was
Chargers
almost like they lost to the Chiefs, which is like, okay, everyone does, and they just like threw it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean
like dude,
that next week would like something that I think the straw that broke the camel's back was getting beat by 43 points to the fucking Falcons.
I get why that breaks its back, but it's like you just lost to the Chiefs on a last second touchdown. Why is that? Why you guys are playing the Falcons. Go beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Go beat the fuck out of the Jets. You guys are in prime position. Then you're playing the Colts, literally for home, like not home field, but you know, the like 4 seed in the 5 seed in the playoffs.
Yeah. And then they'd have the like they literally they were in the driver's seat to go where they wanted to go, and they just took a wrong fucking turn and down Shit's Creek or whatever the fuck they call it.
For sure.
So now it's over.
Now to the big part we've been waiting for.
All right. Let's get to it. All right. So back to being crazy Bears fan after one win, after the first win in 7 weeks. The Bears have a legitimate kind of looking good road to making the playoffs and getting the 7 seed in the NFC. Like,
come on now, brother.
Yeah, well, let me teach you something.
All right, let's see it.
All right.
Class is now in session.
I make that go. Oh, there we go.
Are our faces on this or no?
Yeah, they're on the side. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
If you just hit F, yeah. All right, there you go.
All right. The title fitting, desperate and delusional. for sure. Here we go. All right, so this is the current NFC standings. We got the Packers and the Saints up top fighting for that 1 seed. We'll get into why that's relevant in a slide or two. And then we got all the teams that are currently capable of getting that 7 seed. Got the Cardinals 7-6, Vikings and Bears both 6-7. The Bears are playing at Minnesota this week, so whoever loses that game is out of the hunt, out of the race for making the playoffs. Because you can't, if it's going to be 7 teams, you can't make it as an 8-8. Like the math just doesn't work out for it. So that's just kind of like setting the standard real quick.
So this weekend,
it's literally mathematically impossible if you lose 8 games. You're like that's confirmed.
As of right now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is the Bears' remaining schedule. We play, like I said, we play the Vikings. And as I mentioned, a win knocks them out of playoff contention. So we take one of the teams away that could steal our spot. Then we play at the Jaguars, terrible, tanking. So shouldn't be a problem there. And then we play at home against the Packers, who could be possibly resting their starters come week 17. Brings me on to my next point in step 2. Here we go. We need the Packers to win both games, week 15 and week 16. They play the Panthers at home. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Then they play the Titans, which could be chippy. At least it's at home, but we would love to see the Packers win that game. Then, on the other hand, we have the Saints. So the Packers beat the Saints in week 3, which I have down at the bottom, beat them 37-30. So all the Packers need to do is have one game on the Saints going into week 17 to clinch the 1 seed. So the Saints play the Chiefs this week at home, but Patrick Mahomes hopefully shows up, shits on I don't even know who's going to start.
Is Breeze back or not?
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, I think the Eagle, like this is to your advantage, but like the Eagles kind of like gave the recipe of how to beat Taysom Hill at quarterback, and then Drew Brees is just coming off not playing for like a month, so it's like either or. Who really knows how good the offense is going to be this weekend?
Wow,
another favorable point for my argument.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it works good for you.
So we either need, we need the Saints to lose and the Vikings. Like they could be pissed if after the Bears beat them, like just like nothing to lose. Who cares? Do we want to tank or do we want to like give our fans a show against one of the top teams in the NFL? But all right, that game's not as important. Basically, we need the Packers to beat the Titans and the Chiefs to beat the Saints. All right, step 3, Cardinals. This is their remaining schedule. We basically need the Cardinals to lose at least one game here. They play at home against the Eagles this week. They play at home against the 49ers, which have been an absolute wild card. And then they play at the Rams in week 17. And then I have the tiebreaker breakdown. So assuming the Bears beat the Vikings this week, the 7 seed is only between the Cardinals and the Bears. We agree there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that I'm trusting your.
Yes, like I've done the research, sadly, enough to say that.
Okay.
Fine. So the first tiebreaker, head to head, the Cardinals and the Bears didn't play this year. Next one, record within conference. So the Bears are currently 5-7 against NFC teams this year. So if they win out, which we need them to do, they'll go 7-5 because the Jags game won't count. So if we beat the Vikings and the Packers, we'll go 7-5. And then the Cardinals are 5-4. So we already need the Cardinals to lose one of the games, and all 3 of the remaining games are against NFC opponents. So Bears and Cardinals, say the Cardinals only lose one of the games. Hopefully, I think they could lose this week to the Eagles, and they could definitely lose the Rams. Like the Rams is going to be tough because they're going to be playing. They're against Seattle for for winning the NFC West right now. Like they're both 9-4. So if they're both 7-5 against NFC opponents, then it comes down to record against common opponents. As long as you have at least 4 common opponents or more. So the Bears and the Cardinals have both played the Lions. The Bears went 1-1. Cardinals lost their game against the Lions. Panthers, Bears beat the Panthers. Cardinals lost to the Panthers. Giants, both teams beat them. The Rams, the Bears lost to the Rams horribly, but the Cardinals have also lost their first game, and they have one remaining, which will be the Week 17 game. So no matter what, as long as the Cardinals lose one of their remaining games,
And the Bears went out.
and the Bears went out, we'll have a better because the Bears would go to
Bears winning out, they're 9-7.
right. Because the Cardinals only have one remaining game against a common opponent. So the best the Cardinals could do against a common opponent record is 2-3, and the Bears are already sitting at 3-2.
Yes.
So we win that tiebreaker right there. So that's the plan. Conclusion: Bears went out. Root for the Packers to clinch the 1 seed before Week 17. So they sit their starters. They're not trying to get anybody hurt. They don't need to win the game. So the Bears pick up a walkthrough win, hopefully, and the Cardinals lose one of their remaining 3 games. That's pretty much the plan.
Wait, go back to the previous side, please.
Sure.
Not that one, the one before that.
Yep.
Okay. Record within conference. Are you sure it's not record within division?
No, I looked it up. It's conference. So each team always plays 12.
It is conference, yeah.
For non-conference.
Because I
looked it up.
I'm on NFL.com standings tiebreaker. It says head-to-head, best win-loss tied percentage games within the division, best win-loss tied in common games. Then the fourth one is best win-loss percentage within the conference. I'm on NFL.com, boys.
I thought it was division for a while too.
I got this confirmed through other pages on Twitter as well. Like I asked other sources if this was correct, and they said yes. So we're going with it.
Then NFL.com is wrong, which would be a wild.
Well, there's 7. I looked. The first thing that pops up when you look up NFL 2020 tiebreaker.
Wait. But so the Bears.
Look, I'll share my screen. Can I or no?
The Bears have. No. I know what you're saying, Alina, but I thought it was Division 2 for a while, and then I saw some NFL reporter tweet that it was conference because I was looking at for the Steelers because if the Steelers and the Chiefs went all the way down the way, the Steelers they won out. They technically have a better division record, but they didn't. But
that's why I looked it up. I do remember it being division, and somehow maybe it's just this year because there's an extra.
But so they're 1-1 against the Lions. If they beat the Vikings, they'd be 1-1, right? So they'd be 3-3 at the end of the year.
Correct? No, the Cardinals never played the Vikings.
No. I'm saying in division though. Like let's just say
yeah,
if the Bears win out, they're 3-3 in the division. The Cardinals already lost to the Rams. Let's say they lose to the Rams again. That's 0-2. They lost to the Seahawks once and beat the Seahawks.
Beat them once.
So like let's say, and they beat the Niners twice. So they'd be 3-3 too. So then it would go against record against common opponents.
Yes.
But if they beat the Rams though, honestly, the game like they might already.
Right.
So, but if it went all the way to that and that's how it played out, and they did both, like let's say they beat the Niners. Well, they play the Niners. So if the Niners beat them and the Rams beat them,
right.
like it doesn't really fucking matter anyways.
Yep.
But so like even if everything goes how you're saying too, like it would go to common opponents because they both would have.
The Bears, the best they could do is 3-2, and the best the Cardinals could do is 2-3 against common opponents.
Yes.
Okay. So this just like sums it up. Like Bears have to win all their games. They can't go 8-8. Got to go 9-7. We want the Packers to clinch up so that we can play their backups. And
I think the Packers might let y'all in if they get the chance to.
Well, because
that's what someone else was saying too. Like,
right, because they would play us in the second round of the playoffs if we beat the Saints in that scenario. And then, obviously, like we've said, need the Cardinals to lose one of their 3 remaining. Doubtful. Things to keep in mind. Mitch Trubisky, 7 touchdowns in the past 3 weeks since he's returned to starter. Second most of any NFL quarterback. He's passing for 67% since he's returned as a starter. Not too shabby.
Not Nick Foles.
Confidence looking good behind the O-line. The O-line actually hasn't been playing like such dog shit because they don't have to block for quite as long, and Mitch can be mobile. And Mitch Trubisky is not Nick Foles. So also David Montgomery, huge shout out, one of the most probably underrated / non-accredited Bear especially on offense this year. But he came back from his concussion the week after the Vikings game, same time as Mitch. He in the past 3 games he's rushed for 288 and has received for 121. So he's picking up that extra token that we lost with Tariq. So he's averaging over 135 yards of all-purpose yards a game, and he has 4 total touchdowns from the past 3 weeks. So, I mean, we actually have some kind of rush offense out of the past 3 weeks. So, I mean, my hopes are high, but I do this every time.
Dude, this would be wild though if they just lost this weekend.
I'm gonna cry on Sunday. So yeah, nothing really matters unless the Bears
win Sunday.
So,
yeah,
but
that's the toughest one. Well, it's the Packers.
I hope it's the toughest one because that means the Packers are clinched
up. If the Packers lock it up, I mean, the Vikings are the only like formidable team they're really gonna play. Like, because LaFleur is not gonna make Aaron Rodgers really play. Like, he doesn't. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has a
Jones or Devontae, who have both had.
All 3 of those guys have been injured.
No, if they don't have to, they're not going to be playing in cold.
No
Chicago.
chance.
Fuck that.
No chance. But
I guess they are Lambeau.
We're gonna get a.
No, they are in Lambeau, but it's like, do you want?
What do you guys think?
So this is the only thing that I will be more.
Wait a minute.
They have to, like, obviously they have to. It's the only way they can do it. But like, if they beat the Vikings, then I'll be like, okay, you know what?
Right. So we could possibly refer to that PowerPoint next week if.
Yeah.
Just a few edits here and there.
Yes.
So what's the Cardinals conference record right now or division record right now?
Well, they lost to the Seahawks once and beat the Seahawks. They lost to the Rams and they lost.
The only team they played twice is Seattle, so they're 2-2.
They're 2-2. Yeah, they're 2-2 with the Niners and.
Okay, so there's a scenario where they do not get it. If they lose to the Eagles and then they went out, then the Bears wouldn't get in.
See, you're using a different tiebreaker thing,
brother. I'm going off of NFL.com.
I know.
No. But listen, yeah, but they would have to win all. Yeah, I guess that scenario then, if they would go division. If it is division, then yeah, they would definitely get in on that.
Bro, mine's on NFL.com too.
What do you mean?
NFL.com.
Tiebreaker. Scroll down between 2 clubs.
Operations and
I'm at operations.nfl.com right now. I clicked on 2 different links to see. Oh.
Head-to-head, best win-loss tied percentage in games played.
Oh no. Yo. No, I was reading. It said to break a tie within a division. I didn't scroll down far enough. Yeah. So no, to break a tie for the wild card team, the second thing is conference. Yep. 100%.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you're giving me a mini heart attack. Not gonna lie. I put a lot of work into that, and I was.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, I'm glad that's it. It almost.
No, I was reading your same thing. I know why you read that though. There's like 19. It doesn't really.
Yeah. What the fuck? How are there different rules for teams?
That's kind of wild. But okay, you did your homework. We're gonna post that on our Instagram. And
strength of victory. What does that mean?
That's like common. That's
like yeah. So like if you played the Chiefs and beat the Chiefs, obviously that strength of victory is very fucking high.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was still like common.
No, strength of victory.
Record.
Yeah, it's like the overall records of the teams you've beat. So if you beat the Steelers and the Chiefs, you're gonna have like the best strength of victory.
You probably got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
But if you win 8 games against teams that.
No, yeah, exactly. If you just beat the Lions twice, the fucking Jaguars one, like that kind of thing.
It's just crazy. You really don't. It's not too often you really see the tiebreaker get this deep into the system,
right?
And it's a COVID year, and it's the fucking Bears, of course. So let's make some magic.
Look at points 8, 9, and 10. Best net points in conference game, best net points in all games, best net touchdowns in all games, and then 11 is coin toss.
Coin
gets-
flip.
11 is
Yeah.
coin toss.
I knew a coin flip was the
If
last.
it got to a coin flip, I'd just be like, I'm out. I don't even
Yo,
really
fuck that. Like, let them fucking play at that
like
point. Holy shit.
yeah, right. Remember the Titans? Like they did the coin flip to get in the fucking playoffs. That shit, I'd be so mad. But
Lights.
all right, like I said, or Friday Night Lights, not remember the Titans. Like I said, we're gonna post this on our Instagram so everyone can see. And we've been doing the same thing the past few weeks. We've just been going through our cards because
We suck.
we've been fucking horrible in the NFL, so no one wants to listen to us talk about games. But so let's get into our cards. Who wants to go first?
I will.
All
Or no,
right.
you can. All right, so Raiders -3. First time I'm betting on the Raiders all fucking season.
The Chargers.
The Chargers are just done, I think.
They won last week.
Against the Falcons.
Yeah, how, dude, that's so sad the Raiders lost to the Falcons.
No, wait. Before that game, no one wanted to win that game at the end of the game. Herbert throws a pick. Matt Ryan throws
Yeah, there were
2.
3 picks in a row.
Yeah, in like a minute. But all right, go on.
Green Bay.
Oh, just to let you guys know, there are
That's such a
two.
bad pick.
There's 2 NFL games on Saturday.
Oh shit. Oh, it's the Bills, Broncos, and Panthers.
Packers are Saturday.
Packers. Yeah. I love NFL Saturday games.
Excuse me.
Wow, what the fuck? Okay. I like the Dolphins at home against the Pats, but whatever. I like the Saints against the Chiefs, I'm gonna be honest, too. Like +3. I don't know why I'm picking that.
You're afraid
I like
of
the
that one.
Cardinals -6.5. And then my do or die.
6.
Or 6, yeah. And then do or die.
All right, Nagy, you want to go or do you want me to go?
Up to you.
You can go.
All right. So I have the Colts -7 against the Texans. Their offense has absolutely been rolling the past 2 weeks, and only played the Houston 2 weeks ago. And Houston's like, I mean, if Brandon Cooks is out again, like this is going to be another 20, possibly 30-point loss.
If he's out, they should rest Deshaun Watson. Like I'm not even joking.
That's why I said during the Bears game, I said, why the fuck is Deshaun even?
Like they were just getting him killed, and he had no one to throw to.
Yeah, he was getting murdered.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, okay.
And then I'm actually taking – this is the first time I've taken them, but I'm taking the Washington football team.
+6 or +5.5?
Seattle money line, +200.
I like that pick, actually. I really do. That's a good
mine
pick.
didn't either.
Yeah, Seattle looked really good against the Jets. Boo fucking who. It's pretty much a bye week.
Not for the Raiders.
But Washington, that fucking defense is fucking real, dude. It's
Dude,
like
they are really good.
it is amazing how good.
But I will say this: is Alex Smith healthy? Because I think that Wayne Haskins will make enough mistakes where they're like Alex Smith does enough to like they don't make mistakes and he does what he needs to do.
Sure.
If Dwayne Haskins plays, like that team's done, I think.
Right. I do like the 2 running back combo that Washington has with JD McKissick, and is if Gibson is like 100% ready, like I think +200 is great value because you'll have pretty much 3 guys that can run straight out of the backfield, just option to each other or dump off. But my next pick is going to be the Eagles and Cardinals game. I'm going to take the under 49. Cardinals offense, I mean, they looked okay against the Giants, but the Giants, the Cardinals had the ball like 45 minutes of the game. So, I mean, and they still only put up 26 points. So I really like under 49.
That and dude, Daniel Jones could barely walk. Like,
Yeah, I think Colt McCoy could get the nod. So
yeah,
we'll have to see. And then I got the Chiefs -3 against the Saints. Kind of also going with just rooting for them also. But I do think the Chiefs, they haven't won a game in like 4 weeks over a touchdown, but they win the game. So
yeah.
I still think they're crazy good. And this might be the time where they just fucking unleash. And this is going to be the time that they just
in the dome
or like 45 points or 48 points. But the Saints defense is decent. Like they got a lot better in the second half of the season. I think that has to do also with the fact that they are running the ball a lot more and they keep the other teams off the field. But the Chiefs control their offense. Like they're going to have the ball more unless they just score for a second play every drive. Got the Browns -5 against the Giants. I don't know what the fuck is up with this line. Seems like an absolute fucking trap. But yeah, I'm just gonna make it a 1-unit play, not a do or die. Kind of worried it is a trap, but the Browns look great on offense. Defense is still bad, but they're not gonna be facing nearly as good on offense. And then my last thing before my do or die is gonna be again on your knees, pray to God, underdog parlay of the week. It's only going to be 3 teams this week, the least I've done in this parlay series. We got the Bears money line. They're currently 3-point underdogs against the Vikings. We got the Eagles money line, currently 6-point underdogs against the Cardinals. And then we got the Chargers money line, currently also a 3-point underdog to the Raiders. That's more of just like, I think this is a pick 'em, and the money line is great value. I don't really know if either team wants to win, kind of thing, but we'll see. So,
no, the Raiders are still in the hunt, aren't they?
They need help, but like they are. So
they have a chance. Yeah,
they're taking this game more seriously than the Chargers, probably.
Sure. Yeah, probably, but this is more for Brett, anyways. So, and like a lot of the games this week have some heavy favorites, so there weren't quite as many good choices I could take.
Yeah.
So I just had to roll with this one. So those 3, Bears, Eagles, Chargers money lines pays plus 18-18, 1 unit.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So I'm with Olina. I got the Raiders -3. I just think like Gruden, man, like you got to win now. So -3 there. I have the Bears money line. I'm jumping in the hole with my guy.
Oh, you fucking.
I got the Colts -7.
Actually, Michael, do you mind like fading the Bears again, bro?
No, I can't.
Did you fade them last week? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. I got the Buccaneers -6 against the Falcons. I got the New York Giants money line.
Ooh.
And then I have my do or die.
That's spicy. That Giants one is spicy.
Yeah. Also, I'm on a 2-game losing streak. Just so you guys know.
Oh shit. What about you, Laney? You won 10 units. Yeah, you did. Oh yeah, you hit the parlay.
So you guys are both at 0.
What about Brett? Oh, Brett broke even.
So
Brett's on 0.
Yep.
Brett's already like had like a couple other. He's like in debt to the streak, isn't he?
Yeah, he had like a 4 or 5 straight, but
okay. So my do or die, I think I'm gonna have 2. First one is the Vikings -3. I don't know why I couldn't spit that out.
Of course it is.
I love that. Love the fucking.
You should
love the Vikings here.
Shouldn't, man. Really.
Shit. I have to like look at this, but like the heavy favorites money lines are like the Rams.
They're ginormous. They're like 500, 600.
This week,
Rams,
they're
Steelers,
pretty crazy.
Titans, Rams, Steelers, Titans, Packers, Rams, Steelers, Titans, Packers, and somebody else maybe. I don't know.
Are you gonna do another one of those parlays?
Yeah, I think so. Like Rams, Steelers, Titans, Packers, and like the Ravens probably. Like all those teams literally have to win. So.
Right.
I love them. Like, obviously, they're massive favorites, but like they got to win these games to like keep their playoff positions intact.
Right. Well, whatever you end up cooking up with that, we always tweet out all the picks officially. So sometimes some of these picks change between the time of the podcast and the time we tweet them out. So make sure if you don't already check out our Twitter at Victory Lap Bets. DeGen Central is the headline name for it. That's where you get all the official cards, and throw us a follow if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So my do or die is going to be the Packers. They're taking on the Panthers this week. Got the Packers right now at 8.5, -8.5. I mean, except for this past week, the Packers been rolling double-digit wins out the wazoo, and they're competing for that 1 seed. I think they're going to win this game by like 17, 21 points.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna add a parlay. It's a 14 parlay. One unit pays 20.9. Dolphins money line, Giants money line, Bears money line, and the Raiders money line. And then my do or die is the Dolphins minus 1.5.
Ooh.
I like that.
I just don't
Wow.
like. I think Cam sucks, and I think the Dolphins. This is a must win, and the Patriots are done. Like they're out. Like
Right.
I know Bill says like, yeah, we're playing every game, but like, dude,
I think Stidham should play.
it would not be a bad idea because it's like unless you're signing Cam next year, which we all probably agree they're not. Like, why wouldn't you play Stidham?
Yeah, get Stidham some reps.
Yeah, which I bet if Cam plays bad in like the first quarter, I wouldn't be shocked if he gets pulled.
Would you
Play Stidham, don't
would
sit
you
him.
be upset for your do or die if that happened, or would you like not mind it?
Oh, the Raiders are fucked. They're not
I would-
getting in.
I would like it because at that point that would mean Cam's playing super bad, so the Dolphins are probably
Oh.
winning.
Right. What if the first half is just like 7-10?
Yeah, I would probably rather. I don't. I'd probably rather have Cam in, honestly. Like
Right.
he can't throw. He can't.
It's
throw
just
the
an
football.
it's an interesting spot.
He can't throw the football. But all right, those are our picks. I think if I lose, I'm gonna try to tackle the burger challenge now. I've been like back to eating again, and like I feel good now. So I think I might tackle the burger challenge again if I lose.
Like 2 gallons of water the day before.
What's your do or die again? Oh yeah, the
The
Dolphins.
Dolphins,
1.5.
That's.
Miami.
I feel like that's such a Patriot
Weasel
thing. Like
pick.
they're done and they just somehow show up when it doesn't.
The
fucking
last
matter.
time they were plus 1.5, they beat the fuck out of the Chargers. So that's not good. But we'll see everyone next week. Peace.
Peace.